Hello, viewers and listeners. Today we have an incredible episode with my friend, with my man Jack Wang. Hi, Jack. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good, good. How about you, Anto?
I'm really good. I'm sure I will enjoy this time with you. And Jack is our
Okay.
HR manager. And the reason why we have this conversation today is that I remember when I started working in the company, it was like about 4 years ago. We had about 30 employees, 30 team members in our company.
Yeah,
And then we had a period of rapid growth. And that period usually comes with talent acquisition. And we realized that it's a vital role for the company to have really qualified people, more qualified people in the team, which is a huge hit to our HR department. We realized that we have to create not only a good recruiting strategy, but also we have to create transparent company's culture so that
yeah,
everybody could understand what is this company is about and how we deal with things, because it's really vital if you want to attract any important talent that that they would understand what's going to be about, right? Because it's a very common thing. Like rapid growth problem is the problem us marketers hate the most. When you have enough partners, when you have enough clients, when you have enough investments, but you don't have enough people to make that into something important for the company. And this is why we have this conversation today, and we will speak more about culture, about recruiting, marketing, about well a lot of things, because right now we have like the amount of we not only doubled, we almost tripled the amount of employees we have at this moment in last like 3 years. And it's a huge
yeah.
um huge thing for our company, and our HR department was a part of it and was like the main part of it. They've done the job. We just was, we were just sitting there and looking at the situation, and we were really happy about it. So, Jack, welcome to the podcast. And yeah, we will speak about. Please introduce yourself. Say a couple of things about yourself. I'm sure our audience will be interested.
Okay, sure. Thanks, Anton. And this is Jack, and obviously, I'm the Asia Pacific HR manager of Mobupps. And I joined Mobupps almost a year. So in this year, I feel really about the Mobupps company culture and about how Mobupps take care of our employees because I'm the man to take care. So I'm really happy to in this podcast to share how Mobubs does it in HR function.
Yeah, and you have two views on it, right? You are an HR manager, and at the same time you are a team member, so you kind of see both
Yeah,
worlds.
yeah.
So let's
So
start in the beginning. Like, can you describe Mobup's company culture and the core values we have, and what you drive in the team as an HR person in our company?
sure. Thanks for this question because it is really important one to show others why we want to join Mobubs and put our efforts here. So yeah, first, as you know, after 2020, economic goes down beneath an average level. A lot of companies choose to cut their employees to save money, but we found that our employees are the most important value to us. We didn't fire anyone of them because of COVID-19. So our team is our first value. And yeah, the second one is our creativity. We are leaders in mobile marketing technology, and we never stay at one place. We always seek for new ideas and new approaches in advertising. We believe that our unique technology will help us move to a new step. So the third one is efficient partnership. We believe that our success is our client's success. We always seek for mutually beneficial solutions and help our partner grow up together with us. So that's is the main value about Mobubs.
Yeah, and it's really the truth, because a lot of people lost their jobs, and still even last year we had a lot of problems with it. Like we know that A lot of people were cut because of situation in economics. Well, rapid growth um, created some kind of a stagnation even in the last year. So,
Yeah.
and we kept hiring, which is which was
Yeah,
really
we keep
exciting because
hiring.
we had more and more people. And once upon a time, I realized there is a moment when we have a lot of people I don't know in the company, and I like I have no idea who's that, and that was new to me because I usually know everyone, and
Yeah,
I have conversations with everyone, but that was new, and I realized, oh yeah, we're getting big. All right.
yeah,
So
yeah,
the next thing is that usually worries everybody. Every new member, for example, well, you're a good example of a person who works in Mobupps for a year now, and which means your memories are still fresh. And
yeah.
for anyone who's interested to work in the company, how does Mobupps support the professional growth and development of its team members, of its employees? Because we know how it is. People grow their uh, the professional levels of work usually grow too, and they want to develop themselves. And could you please help us to understand how do we support this process?
Sure, sure, sure. So after I joined Mobupps, I feel that Mobupps is a company which really gave our employees opportunity to grow up and develop and present a clear system how it could be realized. And for the professional growth, we have a regularly training for our employees, both hard skills and soft skills, allowing our employees to grow up with the development of the market and their own capabilities. And also, we have a promotion criteria for every position. And when they finish a target, we will give them promotion. And also, as you know, we have we conduct a PDP every year. It's called personal development meeting for our employees, which they could list their achievement and their requires in this meeting. Let our employees do not waste their talent. So yeah, I think that's is the main actions about how Mobupps give our support our employees have a professional growth.
Yeah, and it's really important that, we always have a voice. We always can express how we feel about things. And the PDP you mentioned, it's really important. Every PDP we have is usually with our CEO. And if you have any kind of initiative, if there are things you feel like you haven't been heard, you will always have a chance. And the next
Yeah.
question is actually about diversity, which is a fun question because a lot of companies right now they want to show how well their diversity works, and we don't need to do that because we have 12 offices around the
Yeah.
world, and we as diversified as possible. Like you can just well, there is nothing to promote because we have everybody, people of different cultures, people in the different parts of the world working together with the same goal as one team. So, what initiatives does Mobupps have in place to promote diversity and inclusion within the workplace? And do we really need it, considering that we are so diversified, such a diversified company?
Yeah. So yeah, actually we really need it. And for diversity, as you said, we have 12 offices all over the world. And for recruitment side, we do not limit it candidates experiences. We will give opportunity to everyone who has ability to do this job. So we don't limit the country, we don't limit it other things. And for inclusion, we have 3 months probation period. At this time, we will let our employees to suit the environment, the workflow, and we respect every employee's efforts and achievements. And then we will give them reward to encourage that. Also, do not limit it, our employees' imagination. We have a project called Run Your Own Businesses. I don't know, do you remember that? And in that project, we will let our employees to show their own business plan to our management team. And then if it's available, we will support our employees to do this, to do their own business. So that's what I think about Mobupps diversity and inclusion.
Yes, and you see why this question was so surprising for me because working in the company, I think I used to this, right? I used to the
Yeah.
fact that we hire good professionals no matter where you at, and and that what actually bothers us. And yeah, I guess it might be different, but we really get used to that it's a normal thing, and I think this is how it should be. Everyone can work remotely in, well, in our
Yeah.
segment, in our industry, that's for sure. And it only matters if you have any qualification, if you have the skills to do the job. And I guess that's a normal thing, but it's normalized by me probably because I'm used to this. But yeah, it might be a new thing for a lot of people out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So right now in 2024, we understand that to be effective at your job, to work as you should, to do the thing that you're supposed to do at your work, like you have to deal with good vibes at home and good other things in your life, because it's not only about your job, it's not only about your work, it's also about how you rest, how much time you have, like did you party enough, even that can matter, right? So this is why it leads me to the next question, like work-life balance. How does Mobupps ensure a healthy work-life balance for its team members so they can rest, so they can be efficient at work?
Yeah. So for now, Mobupps allows our employees working from home, and for the working time, it will save commute time, and we also give our employees a flexible working time. They could choose to start at 9 a.m. and at 6 p.m. or anytime they want. Otherwise, we put our eyes on our team unit. We will set up two team buildings for each team a year. They will come to a city, play together, eat together, and chat with each other like a real family. So at that time, we usually ignore working, just playing and making new friends with each other. Also, except offline team building, we conduct online team building like trivia games, online talent shows, family days, and other interesting programs to make sure our team is like a big family. So uh, ensure our team to a healthy work-life balance to our
Eh,
employees.
yeah, and I can confirm that that works really well. Some people even talk too much with each other, so that's a problem sometimes. We had a hiring strike last like 3 years, and we tripled the team basically, and we didn't just triple with anyone, we tripled with the really qualified talent, which is so impressive. For example, living in Canada, I see that sometimes, companies hire and they're able to hire only like 2, 3 people a year because hiring process is so long. Like it
Yeah.
takes just forever for a lot of people. Right now, I just read statistics about local industry that have 1,200 available spots on the job, but they can't hire more than like 10, 15 a year because it takes so much time. And this is so impressive because in our company, well, we don't have so many available seats in the team, but at the same time, we hire much more people usually during the year. So, what kind of strategies do we use to recruit for recruiting process to attract top talent, to attract well, the best specialists on the market? What you guys do? Because I need more information about that. We hired a lot of people.
Yeah. So first of all, the main positioning of Mobubs is to be the best company in this industry. We will conduct marketing research regularly to confirm which company the best candidates came from. So secondly, we will communicate with our employees regularly. For example, we had a project called Coffee with HR. Through direct communication with our employees, We will understand their real needs and adjust our employees' welfare strategy. And the third one is our rewarding system for our employees is timely and sufficient so that employees do not have to worried about their life needs and can feel the feedback of their contribution to the company. And the fourth one is we will conduct engagement survey every year. We will collect the experiences which our employees working in Mobupps and what they think is positive for company and what part is negative for company. And then we will change our policy by the results of engagement survey. And finally, I think Mobubs has a really good marketing reputation. And for that is our signature to attract the
Thank you,
top
Jack.
candidates. Yeah, it's enough. Okay.
No, no,
Uh,
no, no. I mean, thank you for the
our
for your compliments
reputation.
to our
Oh,
marketing. You can continue. I'm just
okay.
yeah. I just wanted to say thank you personally because yeah, you can continue.
Yeah. So finally, I think good marketing reputation is our signature to attract top candidates like you did. We promote some articles at LinkedIn and other official platforms. And also when we doing businesses, Mobubs will always combine its own interests with the interests of its partners. Thus, Mobubs will gain a very good reputation in the market, and that will make sure candidates will considering coming to work at Mobubs and make a contribution at Mobubs. So that's what I think about this question.
100%. At some point, I don't think it's going to be new for a lot of people in our audience. A lot of marketers have to work with recruiting marketing because it's so crucial for company success. At some point, we realized that, well, talent acquisition is just another audience that we have to attract efficiently, and we have to create a dialogue with this audience. And this is what we've done in our marketing with our marketing team. We started the conversation with potential employees, potential team members to attract people that would love our culture and that people that would fit well in this environment. So yeah, this is totally true, and I think a lot of marketers have the same experience. And if guys, if you don't have that experience yet, you will definitely, because uh, this always happens. You need more people. If you get more clients, if you're successful with your lead generation, if you're successful with your brand strategy, you will have more partners, which means more recruiting, more people to work with them. And
Yeah.
that's a really common problem. Earlier you think about it, better for you. So yeah, it's my strong advice to work with it as early as possible. Just show your culture, show your values,
Yeah.
and yeah, talent will come.
Yeah.
So the next question is, we know that HR plays a huge role in our company. Every meeting we have, we usually consult with our HR because, well, no one knows the culture of the company better than HR. No one has better communications with our team members than HR. So, but maybe it's uncommon for some people. I think it should be, but maybe it is. So, can you share an example of how HR has played a critical role in a strategic decision for Mobupps?
Yeah, sure. So for this question, I want to show you an example how HR play a critical role in our China team because I'm a China HR. So yeah, I want to mention a previous project I talked before. Last year, when I just joined Mobubs as a HR manager, I conducted a project called Coffee with HR. I had a 30 minutes talk with all employees in China and learned their life, their needs, and requests to the company. So after I talked with 17 employees in China team, I noticed that they do not use medical insurance, which only for in hospital, and they want a physical examination every year to make sure they do not have big issues on their body. So we go through a serious discussion and we decide to add physical examination instead of medical insurance without outpatient service. But for the employees who work at Mobupps over 3 years, we provide physical examination and pre-medical insurance, which had outpatients clinical for our employees. So in this case, we do a detailed research about the needs of employees and adjust the employees' benefits for our team to and also we save cost for the company and also make employees feel satisfied.
Yeah, and it makes a lot of sense financially. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a marketer. I usually count numbers, but it's a great idea because when people get sick less, it's actually more effective. So if you kind of want to be effective, you have to keep your team healthy. And if you have a physical examination instead of treating a disease or treating a sickness, it's actually more effective for the company. So if you don't have that in your company, I strongly advise it because keeping the team healthy will keep the money flow in your company. It makes sense as a human being, right? It's a big thing, and it should be there always for us. But it makes sense financially too. So yeah, it's a
Yeah.
great idea. So next question is about we just touched the surface of diversity, how diverse we are, and it comes with problems sometimes because we have different time zones.
Yeah.
Sometimes teams are split between different countries, and we can't communicate as effective as we probably want to. And and I say that it's kind of a problem. It sounds like a problem, but it's not actually, because we kind of used to a lot of things and we have a lot of things to help us with that. So the next question is, how's our company adapted its HR policies to accommodate remote or hybrid work environments? Because imagine you have 12 teams working remotely around the world and everyone have a different time zone. Me and Jack right now, we have 12-hour difference.
Yeah.
Thank you, by the way, Jack, for staying late because this is the earliest I can do. So
Yeah.
yeah, but we found a way, and yeah, we have a communication today. So yeah, help us to understand how HR influences this process because I know for sure you guys do.
Yeah, so for the adaptation, we know very well that when an employee switches from working in the office to working from home, he or she needs to go through an adaptation processes. During this period, the employees will feel there is no working status and the lack of communication with other employees and no sense of belonging. I think that is the main issues about the remote working style. So in response to this situation, we have a variety of programs to help our employees to adapt to working from home and give them a sense of belonging. We hold collective team building activities twice a year. I told it before, which will bring all employees from a country together in one city and provide them a time and a space to communicate, to have fun. And for HR team, we will also communicate with each employees regularly to understand each employee's status and their needs, and then we will solve it to make sure our employees is satisfied. And in
Yeah.
additional, in
Yeah,
additional
keep
to
going.
this, we also regularly hold online activities such as online game, trivia game, as Anton, you did it before. So, and also some interesting activities such as cultural day and cooking day. We plan to do it in this year. And also, to sum up, I think HR team is very really concerned about the status of employees and hope that our employees can work in a healthy and pleasant atmosphere. So I think that is how HR did it.
Yeah, and the cultural days were really good. I mean, it's usually the day when one of the teams show to all the other teams like what they would want to highlight from their culture. And we always know a thing or two about other teams, but it's really interesting what people prefer to highlight because yeah, it's usually the best things we never know about. So I think it's a really great initiative. About the well, team outings. Oh, well, we just had we had a party a few months ago in Toronto. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Maybe a bit too much, but yeah, I had some fun. So we had a lot of great initiatives to keep the team together, which is a great thing. So
Yeah.
let's go to the next one. Um, we want examples now. Like, could you share a success story that highlights the effectiveness of Mobupps HR practices? Because we heard a lot of things that we're supposed to do
Yeah.
we personally see in the company because we work here. But what kind of can you highlight some kind of example or success story that people could relate to?
Yeah, so if there is only one story I could just share in this podcast, I want to share about our onboarding processes because as your previous said, some companies' onboarding processes is really long and take a lot of time both in both
6 months mostly.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 6 months. Yeah, yeah, really. So Mobupps has a comprehensive and complete onboarding processes. After we confirmed candidates who will join us, we will help to set up all the business account for him or her before the official joining date. When candidate starts working at the first date, we will send a welcome letter to all employees in Mobupps to make a short introduction about these candidates and let all employees welcome the new family member, a new Mobupsters. So then we will prepare all the documents for the newcomer, like making training plan, appoint meetings, check conducting of training sessions, organize introduction meeting with our CEO Yarun, also welcome meeting with HR at the first day. And after all this meeting and the training plan, newcomers will have the training with their exact mentors by the training plan. And they will train you how to do the work and how to improve yourself and act. And when you go through maybe 2 or 3 weeks, HR will conduct a meeting to check how is your work in Mobubs and is everything okay in training? And do you familiar with all the processes and what do you want to discuss in this meeting? And finally, we will conduct other two meetings with our newcomers, and one is at the 1 month, and the second one is at the 3 months when sorry when the joiner when the newcomers join Mobubs, and we will discuss a certain status and their expectations and goals and achievements and what they want to do next. And so after all the processes, you will have a whole picture about what you what you will do and who you could find at Mobubs. So I think that onboarding process is the story I really want to share in this podcast.
Yeah, I remember my onboarding process. I had the 3 months of probation as anyone else. And then I remember that I was really impressed with the level of freedom that I had. Like
Yeah,
first month, well, the idea is you have to show your efficiency. If you show efficiency, no one questions your methods of work. If you show the result, no one micromanages you. No one tells you what to do exactly to achieve your KPIs. If you get those, you get those. Like no. And I
yeah,
remember because of that, like my second month was pretty efficient already. And this is how my probation ended on the second month, because instead of
wow,
three, because it was obvious that we already had some results. And I became a permanent employee after 2 months of onboarding because, yeah, I guess I was lucky enough to show some results right away. So
yeah,
it's getting to an end, and well, our last question should be about the future, right? Like, what
Yeah.
plans do we have, and what future trends in HR do you think will be important for our company? And how are you preparing for them right now?
Yeah. So, from a personal perspective, I think it is really urgent issue for the whole HR team of Mobupps is to face the expansion of the team. The number of employees at Mobupps has tripled in the past few years, so that's crazy. So in the future, we will gradually expand the company and how to let our employees clarify their positioning and responsibilities is a really important problem that we need to be solved. Regarding the regarding the issue, first of all, we are working on formulating a more complete and clearly grading system to clarify the level for each employees, as I did it before. And secondly, we will gradually clarify the promotion conditions for each employees so that our employees can understand their own development space in Mobupps. And finally, we are also gradually improving our employees' welfare strategy to make sure Mobupps is a more attractive company in this industry and Mobupps can attract the top talents and a lot outstanding people could join us and growing up with us. So I think that's is the main problem we need to face in the future.
I think it's really important, and thank you, Jack, for being with me today. I'm sure that we have a rich culture. We always had it. Company is almost 15 years old. Company will be 15 years old this April. And we always had this culture. And I remember when, like 3 years ago, probably we've decided to be transparent about our culture. We've decided to share what we value, what we think is great with the future prospects. And this was a great idea. And Jack keeps the torch alive and does all the job incredibly well. So thank you for being with me today. Thank you for listening or watching, guys, and see you on the next one. Thank you for being with us, Jack.
Thanks, Anton.